yale mapendekezo ama maombi ambayo yamewasilishwa na Azimio team to the Supreme Court. We all know what is happening in our country after the declaration of the elections. Azimio ambayo inaongozwa na Raila pamoja na Martha Karua walielekea kotini kupinga hayo matokeo ya uchaguzi, na vile ambavyo wameenda kotini, kuna yale mapendekezo ambayo wamefanya nini ama maombi ambayo wamehusisha in their petition. So nilikuwa nataka tuangalie then tuone the possible outcome of those prayers. One of the prayer ambayo wamefanya nini, wamewasilisha in their petition, one is the declaration of Raila Amolo Odinga together with his Martha Karua as the deputy president to be declared as the winners of the election. Okay, one, to be Raila and Martha Karua to be declared as the winners. The second prayer is nullification of the results ama nullification of the election. The third prayer is a rerun, and for all this to happen, it will depend on the kind of evidence ambayo itafanya nini, itakuwa presented by Azimio team to convince the judges that this election was not fair. Tukiangalia kwa hilo ombi la kwanza, that Raila akuwe declared as the president, you know, they cannot just walk into the court na waambie judge, we want you to declare Raila kama president. Lazima wafanye nini? They have to convince the judges. In what way are they convincing the judges? They have to give evidence. Now the evidence is largely relying on the doubts that they have, and they have to convince the judges that their doubts are true, are genuine. The first doubt is about the figures. Yeah, the figures wanasema kwamba the number, or according to what Chebukati told us, the total number of registered voters ilikuwa 22,120,458. Those are registered voters. But Chebukati told us the turnout was 65.4%. Now, if you take 65.4% of the registered voters, which is 22,120,458, unapata kwamba the turnout ilikuwa 14,466,779. Those are the voters. But Chebukati akatuambia kwamba hii percentage ambayo tuambia ni 65.4% ni wale ambao walipata kufanya nini kutoka kwa Kim's kit. Yeah, sababu tuelewe kwamba there are some regions where the Kim's kit failed to function, na ikabidi wafanye nini, ikabidi waende manual. So akatuambia kwamba the number which is 65.4% is likely to go higher wakati watakapoongeza watajumuisha na wale ambao walifanya manual. So the turnout of 14,466,779, we expected it to go higher. Okay, but now according to what kwa hiyo turnout akatuambia 113,614,000 ilifanya was spoiled. Yeah, was spoiled. So ukifanya nini, ukifanya hesabu ya haraka, ufanye 14,466,779 minus 113,614, utapata 14,353,165. Okay, now I want us to look at these figures. according to the final results, that Chebukati alitumia to announce the winner, alituambia kwamba Ruto alipata 7,176,141. Raila akapata 6,942,930. Mwaure akapata 31,987 votes. Naye Wajakoya akapata 61,969. Ukijumuisha hizi kura ambazo ziko hapa utapata ni 14,213,027 votes. Now ukiangalia kwa ile turnout ambayo iko nini? Kwa ile turnout ambayo tumepatiwa after tumetoa the spoiled votes ambayo tumebaki na 53,165. Yeah? Hesabu ya haraka ukitoa hizo mbili, the total ambayo tunapatiwa hapa ni 14,213,027. We want to get the difference between the two figures because the two figures are not adding up. Ukijumuisha kura za hawa watu wanne zote pamoja, alafu ukompare na ile ambayo hiyo figure ambayo tuko nayo hapo after tumetoa the spoiled votes, they are not adding up. Okay, they are not adding up. I want us to get the difference between the two figures. 15, that is 8, 5, 3, that is 1, 0, 4, 1. Okay, so subtract, that is 14,353,165 minus 14,213,027. If you subtract, unapata kwamba there is a difference of 140,138. I remember wakati the vice chair of IEBC, Juliana Cherera, was giving a press, alisema kwamba 0.01 is equivalent to 140,000, over 140,000, and people walikuwa na mock wakisema kwamba hajui kile ambacho alikuwa anasema. Okay, so hii 0.01% ambayo Cherera alikuwa anatuambia ndio hii inakuja to equal to 140,138 votes. Kuna Okiya Omtata pia alikuwa amesema kwamba Ruto did not attain the 50+1 votes. What does that mean? If unajua wakati unapeleka malalamishi kotini, you have to convince the court. Kitu cha kwanza, hizi figures ambazo tunacheza nazo hapa ni zile figures ambazo zilikuwa kwa Kim's kit. Hatujaongeza zile figures ambazo zilikuwa manual. So hatujui in those regions how candidates walipata ngapi. But it's believed or we know that zilikuwa ni stronghold za Raila. Okay? Zilikuwa ni stronghold za Raila. Sababu that was Kakamega and Machakos. Ukiangalia vile hawa watu walipiga kura, hizo zilikuwa ni ngome za Raila. So there is a possibility that the gap between now 7 because ukiangalia the gap between 7 million and 6 million 900, there is a difference of between 200 or one something 1,000 votes. So ukiangalia the difference, na labda ukiweka kwa hizo ukiweka hizo regions ambazo walitumia manual, utapata kwamba the gap was tufanya nini? Kupungua. Now hii gap ambayo itapungua, hii 140,000 itakuwa na impact. Na impact ambayo hii 140,138, the impact ambayo italeta kwamba the winner ambaye ni Ruto, who was declared as the winner, atafanya nini? Nini yake itarudi chini. Percentage yake itarudi chini. And we all know that for one to be declared as a winner, the candidate must get 50% plus 1 vote. So the argument is what he 140, it was not uncounted. This 140,000 was uncounted. Then wakati Chebukati alikuwa anaenda kwa announce the winner, there were still 28 results of 28 constituencies were not yet declared to the public. Yeah, alienda sababu the total constituencies were to be 290, about 290, but now wakati anaenda ku announce the winner, kuna 28 constituencies ambazo zilikuwa zimefanya hazikuwa zimekuwa announced. What were the results of these 28 constituencies? You know, for declaring a winner, it's all about numbers. Yeah, it's all about numbers, and these numbers are the ones ambazo, if Azimio will convince the court that these were the numbers, let evidence, then sababu the Supreme Court, it has the inherent jurisdiction. Yeah, it has the inherent jurisdiction of correcting arithmetic errors. What does that mean? Supreme Court iko na uwezo ama iko na nguvu za kusema let's retally the votes, na kama ita retally the votes alafu ipate kwenye makosa iko, then it can declare mwenye watapata kwamba ako mbele na akuwe ame attain the 50% plus 1 threshold, the court can declare him as the winner. So that is one prayer ambayo Azimio imependekeza. That is if kutakuwa na recount, na kama kutakuwa na recount itakuwa under the supervision of the Supreme Court. That will only depend on the evidence that Azimio will present in the court. And what if the declaration of Raila as the president fails? The second prayer was nullification of the election. Imekuwa null and void. What next? Ikishakuwa declared, and tukumbuka kwanza for an election to be declared, to be nullified, it will depend on the qualitative and quantitative of the election. Qualitative, it's all about the process. How was the process? Was it kulikuwa na any irregularities? Yeah, kama kulikuwa na any irregularities, then it's prone to be nullified. Yeah, that is. And the quantitative is, it's all about the numbers. Are the numbers adding up? Like in this case, the numbers are not adding up. Yeah, if you add the total that we were given for the four candidates and what we are told that was the number, they are not adding up. So that could also lead to the nullification of the election. Then the third one is a rerun. Yeah, the rerun is about, it will depend on those the first two prayers. Kama haitakuwa kama the first two prayers, kama hii ya kwanza ya Raila kuwa declared as the winner, kama haita go through, the second one will go through, then we will have to go for a rerun. So wakati Azimio ilikuwa ina present those hayo maombi, it had to put all the prayers hapo. Yeah, so not that the court will fulfill all the prayers, but court itafanya nini depending on the evidences ambazo Azimio itapeana. Court itafanya nini? It's probable that any ruling that the court will make itafanya nini, itakuwa among the one of those prayers, right? So hizi haya ni maombi ya Azimio, but remember kwamba sio Azimio peke yake itakuwa pale kotini, sio Azimio itakuwa pale kotini. Juu kutakuwa hao ni petitioners, we have respondents. We have the first respondent, we have the second respondent, we have the third respondent, until I think we have about 9 respondents. So all these people, they will be responding to the allegations. So itakuwa ni vita vya wababe. Azimio inasema hivi, hawa nao wanafanya wanapinga, and you have to argue with facts. You don't just stand there and say ati useme ati uliona vile kulikuwa kunafanyika, uliona vurugu. No, you have to present the evidence. Yeah, so hizi vitu zote zitafanya itakuwa solved in the Supreme Court, and Supreme Court it has only 14 days. Tumeona Azimio akipeleka pale bundles za nini, bundles za evidence, but those are not evidence. Those are just attachments, sababu the petition tuliambiwa it's about 72 pages, a booklet of 72 pages. So hizo vitu zote ambazo tulikuwa tunaona maybe in cartons, those are not evidence, those are just attachments, sababu wakati una argue a case, you end up quoting some of the articles in a constitution, yeah, maybe kwa hiyo za IEBC. So you end up quoting, and you cannot just take maybe one excerpt. Okay, you'll have to take one excerpt of that document. So those are what we saw in those cartons. It's not that the judges will have to go through all those cartons we saw yesterday. So it's all about the judges, the lawyers. We have as I said earlier, Azimio team will be being led by James Orengo. James Orengo. We have Paul Mwangi. Yeah, we have Amos Wako, and some other judges. Then IEBC will be led by former Attorney General Githu Muigai. Then Ruto's team will be led by Kithure Kindiki. So these are hapa mshtakiwa ni IEBC na IEBC. That is the first respondent. That is the IEBC. Then IEBC as a commission, and Chebukati as an individual. Okay? So kuna nini, kuna argument kubwa hapo hivyo. So all that battle itafanya nini? Itakuwa battled in the court in a couple of days. So by 5th of September, that is next month, the Supreme Court will give its ruling. Hapo hivyo ndio tutajua which way, tutajua kama tunarudi kwa uchaguzi, ama Raila atakuwa declared as the president elect, ama kesi itatupiliwa mbali. Kesi ikitupiliwa mbali, then deputy president, who is the president elect at the moment, atakuwa sworn in as the 5th president. Na kama whichever the way, na kama itakuwa nullified, then kama itakuwa nullified na wakosa kuenda kwa Raila akosa kuwa declared, then itabidi the country will be going back for a rerun. Watakuwa narudi kwa ballot. So those are the prayers of Azimio in their petitions that they filed in the Supreme Court. So we are just waiting. It's a matter of time. Tungoje tuone watafani, tuone which team itafani, tuone which team ita convince the 7 judges. Alafu tuone the ruling itakuwaje. I will be here, I will be updating you. I know it's not everybody that follows the politics, but I will keep as much I can. I will try as much as I can to keep updating you kwa yale ambayo anafanya, kwa yale ambayo yanatendeka. Thank you for watching, guys, and for those who have not subscribed to my channel, please do so that whenever I upload a new video, YouTube will update you. And for the loyal viewers, thank you for your support. I really appreciate it.